First, I want to do an update on my cancer situation, and as things stand now, it does seem way better than it was a few months ago. The biggest problem I'm having as far as chemo side effects goes is the so-called metallic taste in my mouth. But fortunately, that problem is significantly diminished. As a result, today I've eaten more food since, I guess, 2 or 3 months ago. I mean, yeah, I was losing a lot of weight because eating was no longer pleasurable due to that metallic taste. So, as a consequence, I'd rather starve than taste metallic taste. Now, that's not as bad as it was. Right now, as I said before, the metallic taste is significantly reduced. Allows me to eat more because food tastes normal and better. And I guess that's all I can say about that particular issue. Now to the main issue. And the main issue is that I think immortality may not be as boring as some people think. Maybe it is, maybe not, but at this point in time, I say it's not as boring as people think. I mean, with life extension technology going on today and likely to go on in the future, I think there's a chance that immortality could be achieved by the end of the century, although some people claim that it could be achieved as early as 2035, but I'm more, I guess, realistic as far as I go, so I say immortality will likely be achieved by the end of the century, or at least by the early part of the next century. Of course, that means that some people who are alive right now might still be alive in 200 or 300 years. This is not in my notes, but I might as well bring this up because, let's say World War I veterans. As far as I know, they're all dead, but some have lived, I think, as long as up to 2011 or thereabouts. So imagine that, because of life extension, there'll be World War II veterans still alive 100 years after World War II. Maybe even 150 years after World War II. But I'm speculating here, so who knows. But anyway, like I said before, immortality might not necessarily be boring, because if I were immortal, one thing I would do, maybe the one main thing I would do, would be to explore the galaxy. Right now, the estimated number of stars in the galaxy is about 100 billion, and the estimated number of planets, last I heard, was 160 billion. So, if each planet is unique, then there's no reason for me to get bored. Let me close the door. That didn't work, so let's try something else. I'm back and stuff, so, okay. You have 100 billion stars in the galaxy and 160 billion planets. If you don't have warp drive, let's say, then the time it takes to explore all those planets is, I'm not sure how long it would be, but I suspect it would be significantly greater than, say, 100 billion years. But if you have warp drive, you might be able to explore the galaxy in a few million years. At least that's my estimate. So I'm going to assume that warp drive is possible, and if I'm on a warp drive ship going to various planets, it would still take a long ass time for me to explore the whole galaxy, but that's not a bad thing because, like I said before, each planet is unique, and that uniqueness could help relieve your immortality boredom. Oh yeah, there's also the issue of the Andromeda Galaxy on a collision course with the Milky Way galaxy. That happens, and even more planets and stars to explore. But then, of course, there is the problem of universal expansion. That you can explore the Milky Way galaxy and the Andromeda galaxy for a few million years. During that few million years, other nearby galaxies will end up moving further away from the Milky Way galaxy, which then might require some kind of, wormhole travel or whatever, so you can get there instantaneously. But aside from that, I still think that Immortality might not be as boring as you think, because there's so much in the universe to look at. Yep, that's it. See you later, Ralph Nader.